They usually don't pass through here, but, you know, today is a special day.
I think I'm going to eat my breakfast and go see them. Thank you.
Alright.
How much do I owe?
Just... Yeah, he takes out this ledger, and he, like, looks through it. By now, around 5 gold.
Well, I thought it would have been more than that. I reach into my pocket and just flick him the 5 gold pieces.
He catches it, and he says, well, I'm, you know, not trying to scam anyone here. I'm running an honest business.
I never would have thought otherwise, my man. Alright, I can tell you do your stand-up job. SaltMarsh is full of stand-up citizens, and you seem to be one of them.
He rolls his eyes. Yep, all good. Goes back in, you know, vanishes into the kitchen, and then a bit later comes out with some very nice soup, some freshly baked bread that smells amazing.
Out of curiosity, were you the man that helped me a few weeks back? You know, I offered you some coin and you let me go out the back, and was that another inn?
That was another bloody village. I think. I'm pretty sure.
No? But that's alright. Never mind.
Oh no, it was this inn! Yeah, no! True, it was this inn.
Yeah. I'm gonna chuck him 20 gold pieces and just tell him thanks.
He just smiles and he says, well, this isn't necessary, but highly appreciated.
Well, you did a fine job, man.
So are you still in any trouble?
Me in trouble? Probably, yeah.
Sounds about right.
I've yet to find out.
Well, if you do get into trouble, please steer clear of here. I don't need any more broken furniture in here.
Hey, I would not want any of your furniture to be broken any more than it already is. So, absolutely clear. Right is rain, as they say.
Alright. What about your friends? They coming today? I hear the little one made another explosion in the morning today.
Wasn't that... Wait. Where are they? They're not here?
I assume they are upstairs. And right about now you see Steve, you know, just pitter-patting down the stairs.
I'm gonna cross my arms, look over to Steve and be like, Steve! What you make?
Pretty good. I've made this. And he shows you a little vial with like a sort of bluish liquid. And he says, it changes your skin color.
At this point, I'm gonna look towards the innkeep. He's probably still standing next to me. We're like, go on, this doesn't concern you.
No, he's gone back. He's not listening in. Yeah, he's gone back to the kitchen. He's
cool. Steve, come on.
He doesn't listen in. He's a proper...
He's a gentleman.
He's not rude.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Steve, have you had breakfast? I'm assuming you haven't, because you've been apparently making a lot of noise.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Also, Jannis, sir.
Yes?
You know that gentleman you've been with yesterday? I think?
I've seen a lot of people yesterday. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, Steve.
And he like sort of gives you a rough description of brother, and he says, I think he saw my, well, I know he saw my face. Is that bad? Am I in trouble?
Well, that depends, Steve. How did he react to seeing your face?
He told me to hide it, and asked me about alchemy.
So, you feel as if maybe he was still looking out for you, even though he's seen your face?
I hope so. I mean, he seemed nice, but maybe he went off to get the guards or something.
Have you seen him leave? Where did he go after he told you to cover your face, Steve?
He said he was going back to sleep.
And you saw him go back to his room?
Yeah, but what if he did what you do all the time and he jumped out of the window?
Steve, there's not a lot of people in this town that can do that like I do. But, Steve, by the sounds of it, you've got nothing to worry about.
Okay. I just didn't want to cause you any problems.
No concern, Steve. Now come, please, sit, eat. I'm sure your endeavors into alchemy have made you a bit of an appetite, yes?
Yeah, I'm really hungry. I forgot to eat yesterday.
Good. Now, do you want some of my bread, or do you want to be like a big man?
No, at this point, the innkeep comes out and he brings some bacon and eggs out.
Already?
And yeah, he knows Steve at this point. And he's like, there you go.
Thank you, my good man.
No worries.
Steve.
Yes?
Where's Stogig? Was he with you?
He's still in his room.
Okay.
He said he didn't want breakfast. He sounded a bit grumpy. He also talked to himself for a while.
When isn't Stogig grumpy, huh? The man's a barbarian.
Well... Yeah, true.
Oh,
and he just...
Steve.
Stop.
Did you try and do anything with that thing I gave you a couple of moons ago?
Yeah, I did.
And?
Didn't go so well. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine, Steve. I'm just curious.
But I'm still trying.
No, I believe you. You're doing a fine job. What about spells?
Please don't get angry.
Steve, when have I ever gotten angry at you?
3 days ago?
Wait. I got angry at you, Steve?
When I wouldn't give you any more ale?
That does sound like me.
Exactly. But I see you have ale, so it's all good.
Well, Steve, I apologize if that was the case. Should we go find Stogig once you've eaten your meal?
Yeah. I mean, he's just in his room. I assume, unless he also jumped out of the window.
He's probably a little bigger than I am. Probably not.
Yeah, we probably would have heard him hit the floor.
Steve, did you learn any new spells?
Oh, yes, I did! And he sort of reaches over and he, like, touches your mug. And it starts to emit this very nice light.
Steve? I just put my hand in my head, kind of just shaking like... You've shown me this before, Steve.
Oh, right. The other one. I have learned the other one, but I think the innkeep will get really angry if I use it in here.
Alina, should we have a bit of fun then?
What do you think?
I think you know what I'm thinking.
Do you want me to use the spell?
Yeah, absolutely, Steve.
Right here?
Sure.
He suddenly has the most devious smile on his face, and he gets up, he takes out his little spell book, and he like goes through it, and he says, okay, this is gonna be fun. And he sort of...
Steve. Should we go and cast it into Stogig's room?
No, he'll hear. It's fine.
Okay.
And he sort of reaches out and, like, the table next to you, and he casts shatter on it, and there's just this really loud explosion sound as the table gets evaporated into splinters. And everyone around, I think it was like 300 feet of you, just hears this extremely loud, like, sort of thundering noise. And yeah, I mean, everyone who was asleep until now is definitely wide awake.
I'm gonna quickly
and also
whisper
that
to
table is
Steve
gone.
and be like, "Look, if the innkeep comes out, just make it look like you're shocked, like you don't know what happened, right?"
Yeah, like it takes about 0.2 seconds for the innkeep to rush through the door, and he's like, "What the hell was that?"
I'm just standing there with my ale mug and Steve with his bacon in his mouth, and we're both just staring at the table like.
Give me a deception check, and I'm gonna have Steve roll some deception as well. How well you can pretend to be really surprised by that.
I've got absolutely no idea, man. This table just exploded. Are you sure you'd done it properly? Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, that's with disadvantage. I shouldn't have disadvantage on anymore.
Alright, you rolled a 12. You rolled a 12 without disadvantage. The innkeep is like, what do you mean? There was this giant sound. Where's my table gone?
I don't know, man. I was just sitting here. We were having our meal, and then boom. Are you sure you knew who built this bloody thing, man? It nearly took our eyes out.
I bet it's one of the guys coming back, and he just storms out the door and yells like, "Who have you did that?"
I did see someone go that way.
Brothar and Stolgeg, you hear an extremely loud crashing sound coming from downstairs. What do?
I'm gonna slowly make my way because I'm feeling ill from too much pie. Just no battles this morning.
What about you?
I get the feeling, based off the various antics that I have witnessed in the past, we'll call it 12 hours, that it's probably nothing to worry about. So I will just continue to casually get I'll because I'm kind of expecting to be doing more than just running around the town today. I'll be getting my gambeson on in preparation for putting on mail later on.
Right.
And then once that's done, I'll start heading down the stairs into the eating area.
Yeah, you catch up to Stolgeg as he's like halfway down the stairs, I think.
Yeah,
and
I'm mumbling.
you come down to see a very guilty-looking Steve and very trying to not to look innocent. Looking Jannis next to a pulverized table. A table that's, not just broken by some sort of brawl, but a table that got really smashed to pieces, and a pissed off innkeep coming through the door and just heading straight to the kitchen.
What would you recommend in terms of breakfast?
The innkeep
Like, I'll have directed this at
okay.
like Jannis and Steve.
Alright.
It's like ignoring the table.
I didn't realize you
Don't
were
ask
here.
questions you don't want the answer to.
Please come sit. Well, I just had to find soup and bread, probably made with pumpkin, I assume. I don't know. Pumpkin, potatoes, and some herbs, and Steve seems to like the bacon and eggs. What tickles your fancy, Manny? I'm guessing from yesterday, somehow I'm able to recall through my drunken stupidness. You liked meat, though, so maybe the bacon and eggs is more your forte?
Perhaps the soup and eggs. Maybe not so much the bacon this morning.
I
He
like
also
your
makes good
style.
sausages. Steve just... and then just remembers what he just did, and just hides behind his book again.
Now, Steve, loosen up. It's all right.
Another day.
And yeah, after a bit, the innkeep comes out. He looks pretty grumpy, but he sees you and he gives you a smile and he says, "Right, good morning. What can I get you?"
I might opt for the eggs and the pumpkin soup this morning, I think.
Oh, yes, of course. Coming right up. And he heads back, and it doesn't take him long, and he brings you a nice serving. A pretty generous serving, actually.
Hurrah!
And
I'll try to find, I guess, somewhere to sit that's not so shattered.
yeah, there is still, all in all, there are now 2 tables and 3 sets of chairs around.
Did you sleep well?
And
No, it's fine. Nothing to complain about.
after a moment, the innkeep comes back out and puts just a glass of water and some jasmine tea in front of Stolgek. And then just leaves again.
Is that for digestion, is it? I like it. You're on mute,
muted.
bro. You're on mute.
It's alright, I only said like maybe 2 words anyway. I'm just gonna smash it. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. I'll see you later.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, sheesh.
Brathar, was it? As I recall?
Brathar.
Brathar, that's the one. I'm sorry, man. I was a little loose yesterday, as I'm sure you noticed. Today's the second day of festivities. What do you plan on doing?
Ah, I see. I had actually hoped to begin investigating some of the going-ons outside of the town.
Going-ons? Like what?
Well, I did come here to investigate these cults that I'd heard of.
I've come across a few cults. Well, we've come across a few cults. I would probably warn you not to. They're not very nice people.
Well, that's why I'm investigating them.
Well, I suppose
We
you can
have
handle
one of
yourself
those
if you're
people
investigating them.
locked up in the-
Oh, yeah. Funnily enough, we actually have a cultist with us. Now that I think about it. Would you like to go and speak to him, see if you can get some information out of him? We can't really get much out of him. He keeps talking about his books, and I really don't care.
Yes, that would be helpful, I think.
Okay. But
around this time, Litrix comes in. You're not quite sure because lizards don't really get like rings under their eyes, but he sort of looks a bit disheveled and as if he just straight up hasn't sleeping. And he comes in and he says, "Well, as much as I like this this town, shall we get on then?"
Do you mean going back to your clan? Is that what you're trying to imply, Litrix?
Yeah, we have the weapons.
Yes, okay, but it is the second day of festivities, is it not?
Yeah, but there's a war brewing.
I understand, yes. Well, now I'm a little bit at odds. I've got what looks like a paladin, and I'm assuming he is by the way he is dressed. Wanting to do something else, and now you want me to go and help your clan, and by all rights, I certainly want to help your clan. I just don't know what to do right now, because I wanted to go and see the festivals, because it's a very important day for me. Especially with the fact that, there's tradesmen in town, that I might get magical items, You understand, right?
Wait, the festivals continue today.
Yes.
Oh, I love this town. And he just, without anything, he just walks back out the door. It's just...
I kind of want to get up from the table and just, I'll be back. Just start running out the door. Stolgeg will tell you more.
Stolgeg isn't there.
Litrix, wait.
Just hear in the distance, like.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Brathasher? And the little goblin looks at you. And his, I mean, Stolgeg seems to be, well, unavailable. If you want to talk to the cultist, I can take you to him.
Yes, that would be most helpful, thank you.
He's at our paladin's house,
Excellent.
I think. They might have gone fishing.
Maybe he should come to the festivals too.
Would you be able to provide some context for this cultist and the fishing?
Oh, well, you see, Suxta, he used to be a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's still a paladin, I think. But then he got bit in half by T-Rex, and now he doesn't believe in gods anymore. And
I see.
We found the cultist on the raided temple place, where they were scheming to, get the part of the medallion to bring the god back, to bring an end to all of humanity and that stuff. And
I see.
he sort of helped us out, and I think everyone became friends with him, like they usually do with people they capture. And then they just took it with us. They let another guy go, but this one we took with us, and he's at Suxta's place.
As he said so innocently, we took this one with us.
The cultist still part of his cult, or has he decided, or has he lost interest, so to speak?
No, I think he's still part of the cult. I think he needs it for his research, because he was talking about some books he wanted to read about demons or something.
I see. Huh. If I could speak with him, that would be most useful.
All right, yeah, I can lead you the way.
Thank you. Just out of character real quick, what would I actually know, having come here, with the intention to investigate these cults to potentially destroy them? What would I actually know, and what would I be looking for?
You would have gotten, some information that there are indeed, cultists of... You're not entirely sure, but you do think, maybe, what was his name? I can never pronounce that name. Tharustin, I think was the name. One of the pretty evil, gods. He got, sort of semi-killed and banished at one point by some heroes, some 2,000 years ago. And ever since then, his followers have been trying to bring him back. But you have heard reports that those efforts have increased. There have definitely been more of his cultists around. And they seem to be specifically active in the area around SaltMarsh, including parts... further to the north, which is more towards the marshes. And there's definitely more of them, and they seem to be a lot more zealous than before, almost as if they before were trying out of duty, but now they actually have like some drive behind them where they're like, you know, sort of, okay, we can do this. And you have heard of some cultists meeting in some of the woods around SaltMarsh, or maybe in SaltMarsh itself.
Excellent.
But that's so far all you've got.
Saltmarsh is like a region, like a collection of islands and such. Is that correct?
SaltMarsh is the town itself.
That we're currently in?
That you're currently in, yeah. That's the town.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's just, around it isn't a whole lot. There's like another smallish village further to the north, I think. East?
Yep.
Northeast. But that's pretty much it. Like, around it are just some hamlets and just some, you know, farms and stuff. There's technically not much going on, but again, with the king trying to get commerce going in this town and make it his big harbor town, more people have been coming here, which might have also driven the cultists here, because this is sort of where smuggling is still a thing, and, you know, there's a lot of unlawful stuff going on, so there's a good chance they have some dealings here.
Yep, cool. Cool. Alright, well, I guess Steve and I will go to see the cultist.
Alright, you go to see the cultists. Stolgig, you are just out of action that morning. You're just in your little cabin of misery.
I think so.
Alright.
So. I'm in a pie coma.
Alright, you're in a pie coma. Jannis and Litrix, what are you two? What do you want to do?
I would like to actually go and see the tradesmen and see if they have anything actually worth, you know, of value to buy.
Okay. Well, they certainly have a lot of things to buy. They have exotic fabrics, they have exotic spices, they have, there is one trader that even has some, really exotic animals / pets for sale. Like, parrots and, like, birds you've never seen before, like, some weird dog-like creatures with 3 eyes. He just has a lot of, basically a whole menagerie of strange animals. There are 2 stalls that are selling magical items. One of them has sort of the whole sort of mystery bag thing, you know, where you buy sort of a magical item for a set amount of money without knowing what's inside.
Ooh.
Because as he explains to you, he just basically got them in. He has no idea what they do. He just slapped a price tag on it, and he won't take any responsibility for what you get for your money.
Well, okay, I love the endeavor. It sounds awfully fun, but what is the price tag exactly?
Anywhere between 50 to 200 gold.
Okay. So if I give you, say, 100 gold.
Well, you know, there's like, he has like different sized sort of little bags.
Okay.
And like the smallest cost 50 and the biggest costs around 200.
I'll be back.
Alright.
I want to stop at the merchant with the animals.
You stop at the merchant with the animals.
Hello, sir. Good day. I'm sorry, but your collection of animals has certainly intrigued me. I've noticed you've got what looks like a wolf with 3 eyes. Explain.
Oh, it's not a wolf. It's a rabbit.
It's a rabbit with 3 eyes?
It's a rabbit.